Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here today with another episode of Shaman King. Late, but better late than never. Anyways, last episode we had a little bit more of understanding of the X-Laws, who's leading them, their powers, etc., etc. And they are, they're kind of like the more religious kind of bunch, if you will. They're on their holy crusade against Hao and so on and so forth. But, it's going to ruffle some feathers, specifically Yo's, but, that's for another time. They are quite important and integral to the story, actually. They've already mentioned as such, right? There's three strong factions, and then there's Yo and the others, and so on and so forth. We'll get there. Anyways, I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen after that. I have some thoughts, but let's just get into the episode and find out. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, caught myself in time. Come on, man. Foster's on the main characters team again already. X. Oh wait, it's on the same day? Huh. I actually did not know that. I actually thought it was a few, they interspersed it throughout different days. I do find something funny though. Previous episodes. Yeah. I think this is the episode we get to see the powered up Yo. And of course, these are their enemies. Team Iceman. And I mean, looking at their outfits and whatnot, I think it's quite clear what they're gonna do, right? Oh, she was Russian. Alright. I kind of forgot about that. I thought they were all Nordic, actually. Oh, okay, Ireland. Well, excuse me. I actually completely forgot where they were from. And this guy's the Viking. Huh. Although, from Iceland, actually. Not from any of the actual Scandinavian places. Huh. Interesting. I've always thought that, you know, there was this is over a few days. Honestly, with everybody knowing Yo so far, we all know he's not a guy who actually brags. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna get the resolution of this fight in this episode. Hey. But actually, huh? Did this happen first? Huh. Okay. Anyways, Yo has got a new little toy here. I love how it's just like a bigger, a bigger katana. Mana? Why would you use mana as a translation? Come on, translator dude. These two. Basically, he evolved, right? We don't need to be so so worked up on the terminology. Anyways, he evolved. This guy. Relax, chill. Yo is such. He is such a hippie. You know, if he was born in the United States or whatnot, he would definitely be blazing it up. You gotta admit, though, Faust looks a fly. You gotta admit, though, they have some pretty nice combination attacks. Iceman. I think it's definitely something that you don't really see all that often with the other teams. I don't really like how they cut the animation, though. It's it's definitely a little bit jarring. True that. I mean, what were you guys expecting? She's literally the one who can calls up the souls of the dead. Good looks. Like I said, you know, definitely design wise, you know, Faust is really well. Maybe not this face. What kind of con? There's no con in there, right? She did everything that she wanted to, fair and square. Okay, looks like we're not actually ending this fight this episode. Mephisto E. It's so funny. Anyways, see you guys after this. Alright, episode 22, and we finally get to see the evolved forms of, you know, Yo and Rue and Faust and all the others and, you know, what abilities they can do. So definitely a fun little episode here, and of course we'll see more in the next one as well, right? You know, I guess I don't really have too much to say in regards to this episode, but to me, it was really satisfying, actually. The entire, you know, subplot line of them being looked down, being mocked by the Iceman, and then, you know, basically, I love these kinds of storylines where, you know, you get you know, you get looked down upon, or people take you lightly, they don't take you too seriously, and so on and so forth, and then you just smack them, right? You just show up and be like, what up, dudes, and this is how I am. And you know, I really enjoy that kind of storyline, although this one you could say that you know, Yo was in the wrong first, right? Because he was the one who blurted the you know, who blurred out that he could destroy them in he could defeat them in one blow. But to be fair, though, as far as we know, in regards to Yo, right, his character and whatnot, which has been built up so far, he's not that kind of guy, right? He's not the arrogant kind of guy. So to him, actually, he was just stating this matter of factly, right? Because, you know, there's no reason to give them you know, he has no obligation or whatnot to sugarcoat things for them and whatnot. It is what it is. He knows, like, how much power that he has right now and his teammates have right now, and that it's really just pretty much enough to go about and destroy all the other I guess non protagonist or antagonist level characters, right, if you will. No, besides the big three and maybe their sort of counterparts and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, anyways, we will see more of that in the next few episodes, and we do get the sort of classical Yo fighting stance now, right, with his you know, his giant sword and whatnot. To me, actually, this is really about the point when the story really starts. You know, everything up to this point you can just consider the sort of prelude to, if you will. I mean, some could argue that we got out of the prelude after we got to you know, the Shaman village and whatnot, but or since the beginning of the actual tournament, right, the finals of the tournament. But and then some could also argue that it only really starts a little bit later on. But I think this is really generally a good turning point where we really see, okay, you know, enough with playing those cute little games with those cute little team fights and whatnot. Everybody knows that really there's only these few teams or these few people who can realistically challenge for the title of the Shaman King and whatnot. And And enough with the pleasantries, if you will. So we're now in the actual stuff here. It's again, it's a little bit different from your more traditional sort of tournament setting in terms of shonen, where you go through layer after layer, you defeat team after team, and then you get to also, I don't know, grow yourself, strengthen yourself throughout those times and whatnot. I mean, there's still concepts of that, aspects of that within here as well, but quite early on, it's really directly stated that there's a few people who are on a whole nother level from the others, right? How many were there? Like 63 people, right? 63 participants, split upon 21 teams, and out of those 21 teams, really, realistically, there's only a few who are vying for the title and whatnot. So, but again, that's for something later on. Um, in regards to Faust and whatnot, like I've been saying, I guess I was a little bit harsh on that. We do kind of see already his backstory way back when we first met him, right? But I still feel like, we see him like 20 episodes ago, or like in the manga, like tens of chapters ago, and then suddenly he shows up, and then suddenly he's all buddy and very nice, very calm, having this very big brotherly kind of presence to everyone, and so on and so forth. And I just find it kind of funny that he had such a big turnaround, and now this is his character. Although he's still quite loose in the screws, though. Don't get me wrong here. Even though he has a sob story and a great love story and all that. Like, seriously, how many people would actually turn their own fiance into like this huge nurse or slash demon kind of, I don't know what you can say, like this giantress. But hey, it's unique, right? And that's part of the charm of Shaman King as well, which is in all the unique kind of abilities. It doesn't necessarily have to make sense, to be honest. I don't think that a lot of times it's. You definitely feel like it's a more of a form over factor kind of thing, and the author just puts in things that he thinks cool. But I've always said many times, I subscribe to the rule of cool. If it looks good, then just use it and go balls to walls crazy, right? And I mean, we can see a little bit of that in the Iceman as well, how they can utilize their various abilities together to formulate these team attacks and whatnot, where normally, other teams, they don't really do something like that, so it adds a unique aspect to them, right? And then you really get the feeling of, hey, it's Vikings in their long boats and bum rushing up to shore, pillaging and plundering and all that good stuff. Although, unfortunately, they meet Yo, who is always the calming presence here, which, funnily enough, is actually going to be another critical thing going forward, but I won't spoil that just in case some of you guys are watching this for the first time. Anyways, not too much else to add here. Let's just continue on into the next episode then, and let's just see. We've seen Faust now, obviously, we still gotta see Ryu, and then, back to Yo. Is Yo actually going to be using his abilities, right? Well, I won't spoil that. Let's just take a look at that in the next episode next week. So until then, bye guys.